This podcast is powered by The Plug.
I'm your host, Chardonnay, aka Coco Madame, and I'm so excited to be here. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Hustle Bunny. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Hustle Bunny. I'm your host, Chardonnay, aka Coco Madame, and I'm so excited to be here. I just want to talk to everyone today about what they can be looking forward to during my podcast and in the upcoming episodes, what my show will be about and who I am and what I'm about. To start off with my back history, I've been a model now for about 7 years. Probably within the past, I guess about 3 or 4 years, I've really been taking it seriously. Got my start in Colorado, kind of doing some like local shows, Red Ball, worked with like a lot of local photographers. Actually signed to a very small agency that ended up moving to Houston. And I kind of got lost after that. So I kind of started to venture out. I got kind of sick of the Denver scene. So I made my first big trip, I would say, was to Miami. And in Miami, I actually ended up working with a really dope photographer, celebrity photographer by the name of Adam King. And he's actually shot with a lot of models that you probably would recognize in magazines such as Maxim. He shot a few Victoria's Secret supermodels. He shot an FHM, Playboy. And he kind of really put into perspective for me the kind of talent that I had and kind of like which direction that I should go. So after that, I kind of really blossomed out and really focused more towards the glamour and lingerie aspect of everything, just because, you know, I'm 5'8", but I'm a lot curvier, you know, than your average fashion model, or I guess the fashion industry would like, I should say. Then after Miami, I just started going to different places, booking with different photographers, and really seeing what my capabilities were. So let's see, I went to San Diego, went to LA, been to New York, Toronto, all these beautiful places that really took my career to a whole new level. I moved to North Carolina for about 2.5, almost 3 years. That's a whole nother story in itself. Moved out there for like a really shitty relationship. You know, of course, things fall apart and better things fall together. So I actually, after we broke up, you know, surprise, surprise, I actually started modeling again and started working with some other photographers. The one that really put me on the map and really like made me buckle down and actually get my shit together was a good friend of mine was Meltec Photo. We ended up shooting for so many different magazines and I got a lot of covers and we just kind of took off from there. And during all of this, like during the midst of all of like my modeling career, I'd had all these different types of jobs, and I was looking for more flexibility. So, you know, me and my friend, we had like this grandiose idea. We were both waiting tables at like this Greek restaurant in North Carolina. And I had like an opportunity to go to Vegas one day to like shoot. And I was like, well, I have to give them an answer by today, so they can book my ticket and fly me out. And we came up with this great idea that we're like, you know what, like for the more flexibility, because you're going to have to like quit working this job, right? You can't just up and leave. So we both decided to go to the strip club. You know, she was a college student and she was like, well, it's like something I want to try, but I've never had anybody to try it out with. And, you know, it's just kind of one of those things on my to-do list. And I was like, well, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go audition. Like, let's go see what it's about. You know, at least we're together. And if we don't like it, then whatever. If we do, then whatever. It's our little friendship pact. So we actually went and auditioned at a club in Raleigh. And we actually started off as shot girls. So we just walked around in our little tight red cocktail dresses, serving guys overpriced shots. And, you know, it was always funny because the house mom said, you guys probably won't be doing this for a long time. you guys are always going to turn over to dancing. And sure enough, within about 2 or 3 weeks, we both ended up becoming dancers and just kind of working in that field of work. So during all this, I started to look into like sex work and kind of doing that. It gave me a lot more flexibility, kind of gave me a lot more financial stability, and just kind of that freedom to really focus on myself. So I really want to talk about, in the upcoming episodes, I really want to talk about how dancing and working in the adult entertainment industry all kind of coincide with each other, and really talk about what it means to be in this industry. I feel like so many people are so quick to assume that sex work and adult entertainment is just having sex for money, right? Everyone, you ask your average person, you ask your mom, you ask your dad, you say, oh my goodness, like, what do you think a sex worker is? Okay, well, she probably just is a prostitute. Which, I kind of want to just kind of bring light and just kind of understanding and just kind of like the journey through all of this, because there's so many layers to it. There's so many different types of work, just like there's so many different types of modeling. And we often kind of get lost in just the negativity of it all when, there is a very positive side, and just like any positive, there are negatives. So I really wanted to help, men and women who want to get into like this field of work, whether it is modeling, or becoming a dancer or a dominatrix. I've shot for Playboy twice and just recently just did a spread for Hustler. So, a lot of people don't see that as being a form of adult entertainment. And when reality is that it actually is a form of adult entertainment. Playboy and Hustler are very similar to each other, I should say, in the aspect that they're both selling a fantasy of a woman, right? And just because it's a different kind of fantasy or a different perspective of the woman, right? Playboy, they don't want you to open your legs, For Hustler, it's, legs open. Little small differences in that I really want people to see and know that adult entertainment is also a form of sex work, and sex work comes in different forms. You could be, like I said before, you could be a dominatrix. You could be a sugar baby. You could sell content on OnlyFans. It's all a form of sex work. I really just want to help people find a way and kind of find their path and journey to realize, like, is it really something that they want to do? A lot of the models and other beautiful, lovely men and women that I will have on this show we've all done the work for you, right? We've all trekked through the mud. We've all done the hard work. We've been through the shit. So we're here to guide you and help you and really shine light on certain topics. We want to talk about what it's like to have a relationship when you're in this. I mean, is it even possible? So many people think that you can't have a relationship, A lot of people don't even want to approach you when you tell them what you do for work. Then again, there's people who obsess over you and they love you for everything that you do. I think another thing I really want to talk about is how to monetize. How do you make money? How do I ask somebody to pay me for basically who I am? How do I make somebody pay me for taking a photo? Or how do I get paid for my OnlyFans, So, with that, I definitely just, want to see every different aspect to it, because it's 2020 and I feel like we're starting to evolve, the sex work, adult entertainment industry. It's such a family oriented, community to say, you'll never see so much love and confidence and empowerment and feminism and control than you will in some of these industries. So I'm super excited to have all my guests. I'm super excited to talk about things. I'm super excited to laugh and share stories and kind of talk about where we've been and where we're going with everything. Because like I said, we've all done it. Everyone on my show, whether it's another Playboy model, Hustler model, fashion models, glamour models, photographers, porn stars, everything. I just want everyone on here who want to share their story, as well as the LGBTQ, just all of it. So, I just wanted to make it a warm and welcoming space for everyone to come and see what it all means to be a hustler, you know? How to get money, how to make money, how to invest your money, how to invest in yourself. Or even if you just want to listen to hear all the craziness or all the madness that goes on behind the scenes, you're more than welcome. So come with me, join us. So, like I said, we'll be having other models and photographers. For my first episode, I guess my second episode, we'll be having a very good friend of mine. She's actually Beaver of the Year. I want to say 2020 Beaver of the Year. I guess 2019, right? It came out early this May, but whatever. Her name is Ryan Taylor, and she'll be joining us on my next episode, and she'll be talking about her journey for Hustler, her journey from being a sex worker, just everything. She is a very interesting, small little person that, you will definitely love. She's small, but she has such a big personality. For those that you know her, you guys know what she's all about. For those of you that don't know her, well, you're going to get a full dose of her. So make sure you join me next time on the next episode of Hustle Bunny. I'll see you guys then. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode. If you or your company are looking to jump into the podcast world, now is the time. The Plug Agency is here to connect you to the full power of podcasting. You just record and leave the rest to us. The people are listening and want to hear from you. theplug-agency.com. That's theplug-agency.com. Click the link in the episode description for an exclusive offer.